just a little bit of information for anyone who's had the children stolen by social services when there's been no direct harm come to your property. What I'm going to advise you is, if you're trying to get back your property, aka children is a legal term. In fact, they are your property to maintain until they are big enough, old enough and strong enough to maintain themselves, right? Under common law, children are not children, they are property. Okay? I've witnessed my note being used, not my note, but the note or a version of the note. I, a man commonly known as blah 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 of the blah blah family, require of you the full restoration of my property with immediate effect. They had the kids back. You call them kids. Kids, I don't really like the term kids either, because a kid is a fucking small sacrificial goat, or is it, or just a small goat? Can't remember. But my kid's not a goat. Is my property due to my labour. His existence is because of me. So stop referring to your little ones as children. Again, I highly recommend reading through the Black's Law dictionaries, because those motherfuckers have a different definition for the words that you use in their court, or well, you use in the court, not their court, it's ours, but we just need to remember that. But when you go into that court and you use certain words like suffer, yeah, if you look at the legal definition of the word suffer, it means to permit. So if you've just been beat up and twisted up by the police, yeah, you get put in front of a magistrate, and that magistrate says, did you suffer at the hands of the police? And anybody that doesn't know would go, yes, Your Honour, I suffered immensely. You've just told them, you've permitted that to happen. You've allowed that to happen. You've got to understand the forked tongue. Legalese is a language. It's the legal language, and you don't know it. When you go into a court, you prosecute. When you go into a magistrate's court, you prosecute yourself by agreeing to what they're saying. Have you ever heard of a rebuttal? A rebut, when you rebut what somebody says? Well, I can appreciate that that's what you believe, but in fact, this is how I see it. This is how I believe it to be. There's another word to use in court. I've been studying court under a charge. The first question out of the magistrate's mouth, are you Mr. Name on the birth certificate? No, I don't believe I am. So then the clerk pulls out a piece of paper, photocopied, with a mugshot of my face, and then printed on the other half of the paper was my personal details. Not me, my personal details. I then told them, the police can believe what they want. That document there is fraudulent, and it does not have my consent. What happened? The clerk starts to shake with the paper in her hand. She looks for somewhere to put it and moves it away. Yet again, get this man out of my court. There's just so much people don't know. There's a lot I don't know. There's so much I don't know. Still, I'm still learning. I might come across as somebody that fucking has got shitloads and shitloads of insight and information. I am only speaking from my experience and what I have done regarding using common law. There's so much to know. I really would like to see people, instead of watching fucking football, watching fucking Love Island. Get a fucking grip of yourself, man. Love fucking Island. What is wrong with you? Get some fucking research done and get those neurological pathways reprogrammed. Instead of letting yourself be programmed from exterior sources. You can go and find what sources you require. You don't have to sit in front of the telly every night watching preordained crap.